Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Baka Yar Amana. I'm going to put this on my channel, Mataza Lakam 144. I woke up this morning, finna get in the shower and take a shower, shit shower, shave, whatever, however you want to handle that. I wasn't gonna shave, of course, but yeah, and saw this on Newsbreak. What's going on? Scotland's new hate crime law comes into force. Hate crime law? It's a law now? What the hell, right? And okay, so I'm gonna let this guy explain what they got going on. Okay. What happened? Okay, Salakia. This is what I'll do. I'll start it all over.
Scotland has a new hate crime law. Why is it so controversial?
One of the most contentious pieces of legislation passed by the Scottish Parliament.
Hate Crime and Public Order Act.
It is set to be a shambles from day one.
Those who experience hatred tell me they don't just want warm words from their politicians, they want action.
It's not just politicians who are arguing about it. J.K. Rowling, Elon Musk, even a hate monster have been dragged in.
Because the hate just hangs about like a bad smell.
The law creates a crime of stirring up hatred relating to age, disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgender identity, or being intersex. Racial hatred.
Yeah, okay, so racial hatred is included too. Really? Whatever. What did they do about the hatred that was done to the indigenous populations of people that these Edomites that you see on the screen in front of you took their land, took their natural resources, and hoarded for themselves and starve out millions and billions of people on a global scale? Change laws, times, and everything else whenever they feel like it. Like it's something new today. Hey, let's change, let's add a law over here and change a law over there. Okay, and steal the people's natural resources and put them on reservations and call it home. Force them into Catholic churches and learn about a false God that cannot save. What about that? Racial hatred? These bastards know nothing but hatred. But let's finish.
Hatred's included too, but that was already illegal under an old law. Another part of the new law is about crimes aggravated by prejudice. So if I punch you in the face while calling you an old bag, that might be assault aggravated by age-related hatred. So what's the problem?
It's a recipe for disaster if police officers are not trained properly. Members of the public might not understand the law properly.
Critics say police are going to end up investigating floods of complaints about social media posts, making people afraid to speak their mind. But supporters say the law does contain safeguards. For example, it talks about a right to offend, shock, or disturb.
There are, of course, protections of freedom of expression, freedom of speech explicitly within the bill.
There is one more row. It does not protect women as a group from hatred. The Scottish Government says a separate misogyny law is on the way to do that.
Okay, so this is all about famine of the word. That's exactly what this is all about. Okay, that's all it's all about, man. Let's see, right? Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Okay? So what they want to do, and I know you've heard about what's going on in Canada. They put a hate speech law up there as well. Now, as far as Georgia, and okay, let's pull that up right quick if I can find it. Okay, right, saved, right. Let's go to let's see if we can go to Georgia and South Dakota. Okay. What does it say? I think it was hate speech ban. Right. Okay. Anti-Semitism. Right. Free speech zones. Right. Kristi Noem signed a bill outlawing free speech zones at the state's public colleges and universities. Georgia lawmakers passed bill that would define anti-Semitism in state law. Okay, saying that the anti-Sim word would help prosecutors identify hate crimes and illegal discrimination, but they don't get it. They don't get it. The word Sim comes from Japheth, Shem, and Ham, right? Who are the three sons of Noah. That's where that word supposedly comes from. This is a newspeak word, this anti-Sim word. Okay? It's a new word. They created it out of the clear blue sky during the Renaissance period. That's where the idea came from, in order to push the supremacy of the social construct of white, putting it on the Edomites, right? On so-called white people, the Caucasians, and then putting black, Hispanic, Latino, and all of this other thing on the children of Israel that are dark-skinned race of people. That they're brown, they're dark-skinned, okay? They're Negroes, which is a mistransliteration of the word Hebrew, okay? Right? See, Esau's losing the war against the truth. See, everybody's on it, okay? They're losing the war. These people, these Edomites, are never going to regain the narrative that white is right and black is whack. That shit ain't gonna never happen no more, because people have awakened to the fact of the white supremacy and white privilege. They're sick and tired of the bullshit. White people get to do this and do that, and others can't. No, all the races on the earth are sick and tired of the bullshit, and they're gonna do something about it. It's another video about the president of Guyana, okay, talking smack to one of these British uppity elitists, news anchormen, right, on a news conversation they were having about green gases and climate change and some other bullshit. This is what Esau Edom does. He kills, he steals, and he destroys. Let's get it. John chapter 10, verse 10. Right? The thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Right? See? The thief cometh not but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That's what these goddamn devils do. Okay? They don't know how to do anything else. Let me go and prove that too. Okay. Let's go to Isaiah 26. I think you knew where I was going. And 10. Right? Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. These Edomites are incapable of doing the right thing. They're mentally, physically, socially, financially, and spiritually incapable of doing what is right. They always do what is wrong. They don't know how to do right, because right to them is passing same-sex law, alphabet community madness, atheism, okay, and violating God's law constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the name of freedom and democracy. This is what they do, man. Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. And this, and then the happenstance of them not being able to learn righteousness or right from wrong, because they're incapable of it, they push this law with this hate crime bill. Okay, they push hate crime bills in Georgia and South Dakota of a new speak word that they created, and they still don't have a definition. They don't have a definitive definition for that word. The definition keeps changing based on their emotional standpoint or their emotional outlook on what they think or what they believe anti-Semitism is. Okay, because this anti-Sim law is going to change in definition from state to state to state to state to state. So it's not going to have one definition. It's going to have millions of definitions based on emotion instead of based on what is right. In the land of uprightness, which is America, Ozareth, and the land of Israel, right? He will deal unjustly. Speaking of unjust, is not what the IDF or the Israeli Defense Forces doing, committing mass deletions of millions of Palestinian people. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit about the Palestinians. I don't give a shit about the Israeli. I don't. Okay? Fuck both of them. They're not the chosen true seed of the house of Israel. They're doing this by gradualism, but they're running out of time. Right? So let's get Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, right? Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. He's running out of time, right? And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, when they realized, because they're realizing now that white privilege and white supremacy is not working. They've lost the narrative that they are the people and everyone should bow down to them and give them reparations, pay extra taxes to them, on this make-believe, what do you call it, hologram shit they got going on. Okay? Because that's make-believe. There wasn't 6 million Jews on the entire surface of the planet during World War II. I checked the World Almanac on masses of people. There was 4.8 million of the people that they call the JEWs, who are not, that attend synagogues, that worship Satan. Okay? That's what they do. That's the reason why they wear black. Okay? It helps enhance their mentality or their magic, their sex magic, to try to reproduce. The children of Israel shall number as the sands of the sea. We don't need that. That's a blessing that's been given to us by the Most High God in heaven, whose name is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. These Edomites, on the other hand, have to use left-handed means in order to try to get the same blessing, which they've already have. The fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven from above, to live by the sword. This is what they do. They're currently living by the sword. They use the mainstream media and propaganda to cover up their atrocities against mankind. Okay? Human trafficking, child trafficking, like it says in Joel chapter 3, verse 2 or 3. Salakia. See, they're persecuting the woman, and the children of Israel are, in the eyes of the Lord, are like a delicate, comely woman, right? Which brought forth the man-child, and the man-child is Yahweh Shai. And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, right? Right? Is not the American mascot, the eagle, right? That she might fly into the wilderness. How would she go into the wilderness here in America? On ships, into her place where she is nourished for a time, and times and half a time, from the face of the serpent. So during that time, in that wilderness area was at the time in 70 AD, when we left running as fugitives from the devastation of our people in 70 AD by Titus and Vespasian, who were Roman Caesar and generals who was ordered to exterminate our people, the Israelites, and put an end to the Israelite state by slaughter. That's what they were supposed to do. Hold on, let's get that. See if I can find it. I should be able to. By slaughter. Let me see. No, that's not it. Salakia. That's not it. Because it tells you. I had made a screenshot of it. What they had done to us. Salakia. Okay, I'm just trying to remember where I put it. That screenshot, because it was mean. Okay, see, it tells you. Okay, Yiddish, a kind of mixed German and Hebrew language spoken by the JEWs. No, that Yiddish, that Yiddish bullshit. That's what they're speaking now, but that's Newspeak, right? Let's see. Yep. Let me see. I'm trying to find it because I made a screenshot of it. Right. See, this is what I mean by they know they have a short time. So their ideology of using gradualism, which is a policy of approaching a desired end by gradual stages, is failing. The policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. They're running out of time. So now they got to push, all of these hate crime bills and turn them into law. So this way they can get the people off the street. Because the entire world is waking up to their bullshit. Right? Okay. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34 and 5, Isaiah 34 and 6, Isaiah 63 verse 1. She, being Edom, is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. Okay? There is no promise of mercy for the Edomites. This is the reason why they're doing everything they can, okay, to destroy us as quickly as they can. Okay? Now, let's get out of there. Trying to see where I had that information at, but I can't remember where I put it. Okay. Let's see. Salakia, I didn't mean to make this video too long. Okay, I really didn't. Wait, hold on. I was right. No, I'm at the bottom. Okay, so it's up in here somewhere. Okay. Just trying to see. Just trying to, if I could remember where I put it, man, because it shows I had showed it of where, because I got a lot of different information. That's not it. Of what happened to us in 70 AD. Nope, that's not it either. I had to get me a screenshot of it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Damn. Nope, that's not it. Salaki, everybody. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Wow, went right off into it, didn't it? Yeah, man. I got a lot of different information and stuff. Okay, let's see. Is that it? Nope. That's, you know what that is, okay? Okay. This is stuff that's in it, man. People who are stupid enough to take it, they're doomed. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Shit, man. I had it. I just can't remember where I put it. I'm sorry. But anyway, like I said before, the woman were and to the woman were given 2 great wings of an eagle, right? So they broke off from the European nations and started a different nation, but this great eagle, right? The 2 wings of the great eagle would be akin to Titus and Vespasian. They forced us in 70 A.D. to run into the wilderness. 1 million of us ran into the wilderness, and like Yahweh Shah HaMashiach said, flee ye into the mountains. Let's get that. Right? Flee ye. Right? Salakia. Okay, let's go to Mark then. Okay. So yeah, this is the persecution that's to come. Right? For in those days shall be affliction such as was not from the beginning of the creation of Yahweh created unto this time, neither shall there be. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. Right? So all of this is going to happen, man. There's nothing that can be done about it. You know, we ran into the mountains. Okay. Salakia. Like I said before, like I said, I'm new at it. I watch the brothers making their videos and stuff like that. But I do the best I can. And my meager understanding and what little understanding I do have, I try to put out what my lessons I know I can do. But like I said before, this gradualism, they can't do gradualism anymore. They're running out of time, and they're running out of time quick. Right? So, ain't nothing else they can do. Now, let's go over here to Joel chapter 3. If I can find it. There it is, Joel chapter 3. Right? Verse 3. See? They have cast lots for my people and given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Now, what I'm talking about there is what they've done to the children of Israel. They sold us into slavery, right? They use us for adrenochrome, which adrenochrome is adrenaline-infused blood of little children. And they get high on it. It gives them a sense of euphoria. It gives them a chance to expound on their youth, to extend their youth, to bring more elasticity to their skin as they grow older. These Edomite devils in Hollywood, and they've been doing a lot of this shit. A lot of people are waking up to exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it. Okay, and this is what they've been doing for a long time to our people, man. And nobody says a word. As long as it's done to a so-called nigger or beaner or whatever, ain't nobody got nothing to say. Okay? Nobody has anything to say, man. It's just horrible what they've done to our people, man. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem you have sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. So when we had flee into the mountains, as Yahweh Shai had instructed us, when we came over to the other side of the mountains, right, we went directly unto the west coast of Africa, and then we spread out from there. Okay, dropping off in different in different provinces and towns and cities as we went. Okay, I mean, that's what we did, man. And then this is what these devils have done. Tyre and Sidon, which are shipping port cities, of the so-called Africans today, right? And what they did was they shipped the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem through the transatlantic slave trade, which you saw a little map of that, you know, all around the world. At one time, since there wasn't enough gold to go around, the commodity in order to buy and sell for clothes, food, or trade, or whatever, were slaves. And the only people that they wanted to enslave were the children of Israel, which we are rich and industrious people. We're rich in faith, and we're very industrious. We try to do things that try to make life easier and more palpable for us in the lands of our captivity, where people oppress us constantly, telling us what we can and what we can't do, when we wake up, when to go to sleep, everything, for centuries. So these devils have got a lot to pay for, man. And then when it comes back down to it, these devils, they want to go and pass bills like this. Georgia lawmakers pass a bill that would define the anti-Sem in state law, right? So they got a hate crime bill in Scotland. They got anti-Sem law cards here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. They've got the same thing where in South Dakota type deal. Okay. And they're pressing, okay. And South Dakota joins Virginia, Missouri, Arizona, Kentucky, Colorado, Utah, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, and Arkansas as the 13th state. I don't understand that. To pass legislation banning public colleges and universities from relegating student expression to free speech zones. You see what I'm saying? So even if you get an opportunity for us to have a free speech, they still want to try to shut it down, because during those rallies and these college campuses, the truth is coming out. They're comparing what the men who are standing on street corners righteously, standing up boldly in the face of such as individuals that have afflicted us, and they're actually making account for the labor that we put in, telling them that the Israelites are black people. The Israelites are, okay, dark-skinned people. Moses was dark-skinned. He was a Negro. He was from the tribe of Levi. Okay? The tribe of Judah consists of Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. Right? And Jerusalem, that's the tribe of Judah. And Jerusalem are the rest of the 12 tribes. The tribe of Simeon, Zebulun, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Issachar are the Mexicans. Asher is Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Brazilians. Okay? That's who they are, man, Asher. And then, you got Simeon, you got Zebulun, Naphtali, let's see, Gad, Reuben. You see what I'm saying? And you got all of the other tribes, man. It's crazy. And these Edomites, man, they don't want the tribes waking up to the fact that they've been hoodwinked, they've been bamboozled, they've been lied to for 400 or 500 years. They don't want people to wait. They don't want us to wake up to who we are. Because once we do, we're going to go on the search for what is the name of our God, so we can bring down this madness. Once they find out the true name of the Most High God and call upon Him, these bastards, their kingdom is going to fall twice as fast. That's the reason why they're running out of time. They got to shut us up. They got to shut us down. Put us in FEMA camps. The inaction of, what do you call it? Let's go see if we can find it. The Rex 84 bill, if I can find it. Because that Rex 84 is crazy. But that's what they want to do to us. This is what that anti-Sem word. It doesn't make any sense. It's a trick. These Edomites, they always use it to stifle legitimate criticism of the JEWs in Zionist Israel. Right? See? It's a trick. And they've been using it for years. This is the reason why. The Negroes and the JEWs. Negroes claim to be Ish is legitimate. The land of Israel is located in Western Asia and borders on North Africa. All of the native inhabitants of that region were non-white. When Spain expelled its JEWs in 1492, many of them went into Africa. It seems probable that some of them were brought later to America as slaves. The spirituals never sing of African rivers. It's always the Jordan or the Red Sea. They don't sing about African chiefs or kings, or it's David or Moses or some other ish characters from the Bible. Okay? See? Another reason, Salakia, the masculine black man is perceived as a threat to the white power structure on many levels. This is not new development, but has remained so since the initial mass contacts with white. Salakia. Oh my God, man. Okay, just let me start over. The masculine black man is perceived as a threat to the white power structure on many levels. This is not a new development, but has remained so since the initial mass contacts with whites in the 13th century, which led to the plunder of the American continent and the transatlantic slave trade. This fear and hatred increased when whites realized that they were significantly outnumbered. The children of Israel shall number as the sands of the sea, right? By blacks in many areas of America. And they instituted psychological safeguards to render the black man timid, passive, and docile in the face of systemic white violence, exploitation, and intimidation. That's the reason why they have to put a stop to the truth coming out. Okay? Now, Ham is the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Okay? Not the Negroes. But the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, wow, see. Libyans, Canaanites, right? Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. Okay. Okay. We're not even considered citizens by the United States government. That's the reason we are still considered slaves by the government. Okay? Dred Scott case. The case in which the United States Supreme Court held that descendants of Africans who were imported into this country and sold as slaves were not included nor intended to be included under the word citizens in the Constitution, whether emancipated or not, and remained without rights or privileges, except such as those which the government might grant them. Okay, so the government granted us rights and privileges in 1968. So from 1492 to 1968, you do the math on how many years that is before we got civil rights as considered a citizen of any country. Okay? You do the math. 500 and what? That's what I thought. Now, as far as, well, it doesn't matter what the Lord looks like. God loves everybody. Bullshit. Some of you may be aware that the letter J is one of the most recent additions to our alphabet. But when was it invented? What was the language like before it came into existence? When was the letter J invented? This is the reason why the name Jesus cannot be the name above all names, because it was just recently invented. Let's see, who invented it? The letter J was invented for the Italian language. For the Italian language. You speak English, right? You see how the English language is a bastardized language that has been amalgamated from different languages across the world. Okay? English is a new language. They didn't speak English 500 years ago. Do you understand? You people, wow. The letter J was invented for the Italian language by a man called Giorgio Trissino in the year 1524. It was used in Roman numerals, but back then it was an alternative way of writing I, not its own letter. Before the letter J, Jesus' name was pronounced Jesus. Okay? People, okay? This is the true name of the Father. Right? The name of the Messiah is Yahweh Shai. The divine name of the Father is Yahweh, not Yahweh and not Yah. English mistranslation of the Father's name of Yahweh is Jehovah. Okay? The name of Messiah is not Yeshua, it's Yahweh Shai. English mistranslation, Jesus. Okay? The letter J was created in the 1700s, meaning, of course, that God's name cannot be Jehovah, neither be the Messiah, Christ, or Messiah, Yahweh Shai, or what they call Jesus. The title, the Anointed, is Greek, right? The title Christ is Greek for anointed. In Hebrew, it's Messiah, thus the anointed deliverer. YHWH is often called the Tetragrammaton. Scholars altered the Y and W to J and V, thus changing YHWH Yahweh to JHVH Jehovah, but keeping the three-syllable sound. The King James Bible of 1611 had no letter J because it had not been created at that time. This is the reason why they're pushing hate crimes and anti-Semitic hate speech bills across the United States and across the world. They're trying to shut down the truth in order to regain the narrative. They will never regain the narrative. It is a fact. Because people have very little, but they do have common sense. It's just very little, but they do have it. Okay? The King James Bible of 1611 had no letter J because it had not been created at that time. The modern King James Version Bibles of today are of 1769. Right? See? So, there you go. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Okay? When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Okay? Genesis chapters 36, verse 8 and 9. Esau is Edom. From the beginning, there's only one group of people that have been deleting and taking what does not belong to them, which is land, natural resources, men, women, children as slaves. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy. Right? White people are Edom. Okay? So that's it, man. Okay? I was really trying to find the deal on 70 AD because I know I had it. Okay, I had it. I know I had it. Okay, let's get a disclaimer in. Disclaimer. The information on this YouTube channel is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content, including text, graphics, images, and information contained on or available through this channel is for general information purposes only. This channel makes no representation or assumes no responsibility for the accuracy of information on or available through this channel, and such information is subject to change without notice. You are encouraged to confirm any information obtained from or through this channel with other sources and review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with your physician. Okay? Which covers the little excerpt you saw about the waters of Maxine, right? See, we have to use all kind of code words and stupid shit. Okay? More proof that they stole this land. Okay? American was born in, you see that word, bathed in murder, racism, blood, and violence. The biggest, you see that word, in human history didn't occur in Nazi Germany, but on American soil. 100 million Native Americans were slaughtered and lost their homeland. 60 to 120 million Native inhabitants exterminated by illegal immigrant settlers. Okay? Are you getting my idea? This is what they don't, so they're passing a law saying they want you through the C-367 bill, which they want to pass a law, make it nationwide, to make you on purpose remember what happened to the Edomites during World War II under fascism, Nazism, right? They want to make it a law saying that they're going to force you to remember what happened to these people. Okay? But they don't give a shit about what happened to the children of Israel. See? I mean, they really don't, man. Okay, check this out. Used to kill millions of JEWs, but were sent as the expendable JEWs from the house of Jacob. Remember, these guys have the audacity to use the Bible as a blueprint to take over the world, right? Now, we all know Benjamin Nethanyahu used biblical scriptures in Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 17 through 19 to justify the deletion of the mass deletion of a people, the Palestinians, just last year in 2023, right? Did he not use that? Let me give you some background information on one level. On one level, the Rothschilds secretly call themselves the House of David from the tribe of Judah. This is what they do. Okay, they tell lies. Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, right? Now, Rothschild, translated from German to English, means red shield. During biblical times, the Edomites' fortress was the red rocks of Petra, right? We all know those, the rocks in Petra, Jordan, right? Let's see, the red rocks of Petra. Let's see if we can get a picture of the red rocks in Petra. I think I have a picture of that someplace. Let me see if I can. The red rocks of Petra. There they are. Ta-da! The red rocks of Petra. This is where these devils came from. Okay? Now, let's get back to where the brothers was at. Where I lost it. Damn, there it is. Okay. Esau, the twin brother of Jacob, was described as red and hairy. So this information fits perfectly with what survivors have been telling me, that on a deeper level, the Rothschilds are also claiming to be descendants of Esau and thus are really from the house or tribe of Esau. What they are trying to do is to get the birthright back from the house of Jacob, who are the real Jews. However, the book of Obadiah talks about the destruction of the Edomites in the last days. So this leads us to also another interesting point. In Revelation chapter 3, verse 9, it says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are JEWs, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet." Then I ask the question, who is the synagogue of Satan? The only logical conclusion I can come up with is the Illuminati Rothschilds. Okay? Mayor Amschel Rothschild had 5 sons, and in order to keep the wealth in the family, there was a lot of inbreeding. Okay? Okay? So, these devils, right? Revelation chapter 3, verse 9, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are the JEWs, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." Okay? See, you see how uneven this is? And they use their power, their money, their influence, and the power, money, and influence that they have, they stole it by force of the sword from indigenous populations of people in stealing their natural resources, refining the natural resources and reselling the natural resources at cost to other nations that needed those natural resources. That's how they get rich. Okay? A true depiction of Jacob and Esau. You understand now? "And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that his brother came out." Why didn't it make a description concerning Jacob, his brother? Because Jacob, his brother, looked like everybody else on the planet. Esau was the only aberration. He was the only standout on the entire planet. Understand? "And his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob." Genesis chapter 25, verses 25 through 26. It's right there in the Bible. That's the reason why they're trying to ban the Bible. Shit, they don't want you to know nothing, actually, okay? They really don't, man. They don't want you to know nothing if they can help it. What they're trying to do is they're trying to bring this about. Okay? This is what they're trying to do. Martial law. Because if they can't regain the control of the narrative, this is what they're going to go to, man. If they can't regain control of the narrative, they go into FEMA camps. It gives you all the different FEMA camps. See, it shows you they're in rows. You know, where this is where they plan to put millions of so-called black Americans, right? They're going to force you to take the radio frequency identification microprocessor subcutaneously implanted underneath your skin. Okay? And if you don't do it, this is where they're going to put you, right? With lethal injection, beat you to death, rape, murder, torture. Okay? This is what they're going to do, man. This is the plan at the end of the day. You know, they don't want you around. See, so, but anyway, let's get back to where I was at. Where was I at? I pull up Chrome. Nope, that wasn't it. Right. The hate crime bill in Scotland, right? Oh, there was BBC. Right? And check this out. She's talking about arrest me challenge over a hate crime law. It's law. They made it a law. J.K. Rowling has challenged Scotland's new hate crime law in a series of social media posts inviting police to arrest her if they believe she has committed an offense. Now, she created Harry Potter. This chick, she created Harry Potter, and she lives in Edinburgh, Scotland. Described several transgender women as men including convicted prisoners, trans activists, and other public figures. She said freedom of speech and belief was at an end if accurate description of biological sex was outlawed. Okay? And the men who are standing out on street corners preaching the word of truth in spirit and in truth, telling the truth to the people's face, they can't deal with it. Okay? Let's get that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Right? They don't make any account of what we do, how we doing it. Okay, I just mentioned that the colleges are making account of the labors because they're actually listening and taking notes because they're going to school on this thing. Okay? And then when they go back and do their own research, they see that we're telling the truth. Okay? Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, just put out a huge phalanx of different pictures depicting the Israelites of the Holy Bible as black people. They were no white people. Okay? They came out of the womb of a black woman. This is what they can't deal with. They refuse to accept the fact that the Son of the Most High God is a Negro from the tribe of Judah. He's not a Christian. He's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He's not a Christian. Okay? They refuse to accept that. They cannot accept it, man. They will explain it away. Uh-oh. Got to get some more information on that one then. They will explain it away. Let's see if I can get that. Where is it at? Look at that. 100 years of lynching. Okay. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me see if I still got it. Okay. You seen that, right? Must watch, right? See that? I downloaded it. I made sure of that. Babylon to Timbuktu. Hold on. Y'all, I think y'all know what I'm looking for. Nature knows no color lines. Where is it at? Boom. Either one of them. I don't care which one. Okay, Salakia. Man, what the hell now? Okay. Salakia, I'm sorry, people. Now it won't let me out. Okay. Who is Esau Edom? Let's get it. Okay. Okay, here it is. Esau, hated by the Most High, right? Perhaps the most unique and unusual attribute possessed by Esau Edom is his adverse relationship with the Most High. The script reveals that the Most High, the power of the entire universe, his name is Yahweh, never had any love for Esau as he did with Jacob. And in fact, God hates Esau. Okay? Wait a minute. I want to make sure you understood it. God hates Esau. Hates him. It is hate. Esau hated by God, right? Okay. I have loved you, says the Lord, yet you say, how hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That God's hatred and anger towards Esau Edom is not a one-time event is conveyed in the fact that Edom was the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. Malachi 1 and 4. This is no mistranslation, as the same concept is also conveyed in the New Testament, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Romans chapter 9, verse 13. Thus, hatred by God towards Esau is an attribute that the human heart cannot accept or embrace, and therefore many will try to explain it away. Okay, that's what they're doing right now. Well, it doesn't matter what God looks like. I seen the videos with Vladimir Putin put out all these pictures and depictions of the Bible and the Lord Jesus as a black man. Well, it doesn't matter what he looks like as long as he loves me and all this other bullshit. They're trying to explain it away. They don't understand the Bible. The Son of the Most High God came to save the whole house of Israel. He said it himself. Nobody else. They can't deal with it, man. Let's read it again. This hatred by Yahweh towards Esau is an attribute that the human heart cannot accept or embrace, and therefore many will try to explain it away. The scores of theologians have avoided this truth of Scripture and have whitewashed it into something more appealing to human nature. Okay, that's what they're doing right now. That's the reason why they're trying to push hate speech bills and all this other shit against anti-Sim words. And you just seen, what's her name? Elon Musk and the chick doing the same thing. God, Yahweh, does not only hates Esau, Edom, and is against these people, but refers to him as the people of my curse. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. This curse is not just on Esau, but also his seed and his brethren. Right? But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is no more. Right? Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. Right? Among Esau's brethren were the Amalekites, which were descended from one of Esau's grandsons. Right? God's hatred of Edom is not a temporary thing, but is perpetual. The doctrine that Yahweh loves everyone does not stand up in light of what the Bible has to say regarding God's merciless position towards the race of people called Edom. Although the churches have tried to alter God's true nature, we find that throughout the Bible, God's position towards Esau, Edom does not change. Ooh. Let's read that again. Although the churches have tried to alter God's true nature, we find that throughout the Bible, God's position towards Esau does not change. Uh-oh. Let's get it. Let's get it. Malachi chapter 3. No. Yeah, chapter. Yeah, right, I'm tripping. It was Malachi.
Secret apps they don't want you to know.
God, man. Salaki, everyone. They're just coming out of nowhere, man. Anything to stop you. See, and then take me back, right? See? Okay. They're trying to stop the truth, man. They can't stop it, okay? It's really hurtful to these devils. Okay. Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers ye are gone away from mine ordinances. So the children of Israel don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments anymore. They never had. That's the problem. That's the reason why the Israelites, the Negroes, are at the bottom. And the Israelites, the only way you can be a spiritual Israelite, right, is you have to be one according to the flesh. Let's get it. Hold on. Let's get it. Okay. I think it was Romans, right? Hold on. Salakia. Hold on. Yeah, it was Romans 9. Let's start at Romans chapter 9, verse 2. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the services of Yahweh and the promises, whose are the fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, blessed forever. Amen. Okay? See, these people don't get it, man. Let's go back there and read it again and try to bring some light on my kinsmen. Let's get it. Kinsmen. Brethren, my kinsmen.
Strong's G 4773. Sungaynase. Sungaynase.
Sungaynase. Of the same kin, a kin related by blood, in a wider sense of the same nation, a country, a fellow countryman, kinsfolk, kin, cousin. Okay, a relative. Okay, you know, motherfuckers, you people cannot be saved. God does not love everybody. I'm sure you just seen and read what was going on. Okay, over the new Scottish hate crime bill. Okay, the new Scottish hate crime bill. See? Come on now. This is what these devils are up to, man. They're trying to shut down the truth, because the truth will set you free, but first it's going to piss you off. Look, see? Come on, man. You look like two women sucking each other. That's crazy. See? That's what I mean. That's the reason why she said what she said, man. She knows that shit ain't right. She wasn't raised in that generation. This new millennial revolution where, you know, they're okay with two men punching each other in the fudge and catching the AIDS and die. Well, they loved each other. Let's put it this way. If, for example, if, in the Scottish law, hate crime law, the Hate Crime and Public Order Scotland Act 2021 creates a new crime of stirring up hatred relating to age, disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgender identity, or being intersex. What the fuck is intersex? You either born a man or a woman. Ain't no goddamn intersex. That's bullshit. Okay? I apologize about cussing on my videos and stuff like that, but I mean, the wickedness of these goddamn animals, man, does not change, man. Okay? Real talk. Now they're going to push out a law that protects women. You see how this shit is getting out of hand? Okay. Scottish lawmakers seem to have placed higher value on the feelings of men performing their idea of femaleness, however misogynistically or opportunistically, than on the rights and freedoms of actual women and girls. She added, it is impossible to accurately describe or tackle the reality of violence and sexual violence committed against women and girls, or address the current assault on women's and girls' rights unless we are allowed to call a man a man. Freedom of speech and belief are at an end in Scotland if the accurate description of biological sex is deemed criminal. Right? And she highlighted some criminal cases, including some transmission rapist, Isla Bryson and Andrew Miller, who abducted and assaulted a girl in the Scottish borders. Right? So a couple of transmissions saw this beautiful girl and decided to just take her. But they're transmissions. They're trying to be women. So why would you take a woman against her will? You see the confusion that these goddamn animals are pushing? They're pushing this bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. The maximum penalty under the new act, under law in the new act, is a jail sentence of 7 years. A person commits an offense if they communicate material or behave in a manner that a reasonable person would consider to be threatening or abusive, with the intention of stirring up hatred based on protected characteristics. Okay? Okay? So they protect...
This bill is about protecting people against a rising tide of hatred we see far too prevalent in our society nowadays. The only concern you should have when it comes to the new stirring up offences is if your behaviour is threatening or abusive and intends to stir up hatred. And by the way, even if that is the case, there are some defences, such as the reasonable person defence. And
bullshit. And he's all on it. Right? What's his name? Hamza Yusuf? Whatever. So they want to put a motherfucker in jail for 7 years for telling the truth. Wow. This can be taken into account by a judge who might issue a longer sentence or a higher fine. Okay, I thought all these Edomites wanted was money. Right? See? Now you know that they got some sugar in their gas tank with this 7 killed in Gaza bullshit. See? But they don't say nothing about the deletion of whole and mass millions of people, putting them in a FEMA camp, the world's largest open air prison. They ain't got nothing to say about that. That's okay. But if a man stand up and tell the truth as to what the fuck's really going on, oh no. Stirring up hatred based on race, sexual orientation, and religion was already illegal in Great Britain under the Public Order Act in 1986, but that will also now fall under the new act in Scotland. See? So, like I said before, man, I made this video way too long. I apologize about that. Yeah, man, that's what they're doing, man. Okay. J.K. Rowling describes several transgender women as men on the day of the new hate crime law. Okay. So, I mean, they're going to put the chick that created Harry Potter in prison, or they going to just fine her ass because she got money, right? But little guys like us, they want to put us in jail or put us up under the jail. Check that shit out. But anyway, in a statement given to the Daily Telegraph, he promised that his party would always protect free speech. I can't tell. See? So, wow, that's crazy. Anyway, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth through rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.